Alright, hey guys. So, as you can see from the title of this video and stuff, like other Modern Warfare 3 players and zombies and the COD Zombies community, I'm making a video on my perspective on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. But in the background behind me is an edited down VOD from what I was streaming earlier today. Well, today for me, the 11th, so the second day that the game has been out. Overall, I have been enjoying the Zombies game mode. There are some issues here and there. Filmora is being dumb. I can't see my face in this. Let's start with what I think is good about it. I like the variety in zones, starting from Tier 1 to Tier 2 to Tier 3. Tier 1, for what has been reported consistently, is that it is essentially round 1 to 10. To the Tier 2 zone is essentially round 15 to, let's say, like 35 or like 40-ish. And then the Tier 3 zone is round 55, where you have super sprinters going after you. They have super high health, they take very little damage, and like in Cold War, 90% of the zombies are going to have armor on them. So that's an annoying part, I guess. I do like the whole acquisition and schematic system, where you can where when you infill, starting off with nothing, and you do the little like missions and stuff that are available, which is the best way to get points. That's a downside to me. You have a chance of getting acquisitions, which are perk cans, Ethereum tools, Aether tools that you can use to upgrade your weapons to either uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary rarities for your weapons. And then also you have raw and refined Ethereum, which can pack-a-punch your weapon to Tier 1 or Tier 2. Raw, Tier 1. Refined is Tier 2 PAP. PAP, pack-a-punch. If you don't understand that, then why are you watching this? The schematics are really fun. I've had an issue where I've gotten duplicates, which I really don't think you should get duplicates, unless that decreases the time for the schematics. Literally just a game before I started recording this, because I just wanted to wait for the thing to finish downloading and be processed, like the video behind me be processed and all that shit. I got two napalm burst alternate ammo type schematics, even though I already had it, and I haven't even used it yet. I mean, the more you play, the deeper into the zones you go, the higher chances you have of getting your higher tier schematics and stuff. The missions, they are fun. It does really build the story, but it's also kind of tedious whenever you're stuck on one specific mission where you need a specific ammo type, and it's very uncommon to get it. That is tedious and annoying to me. The ability to play with other players is pretty fun to me. I mean, I kind of wish you started in with a squad of 4 instead of a squad of 3. It'd be a lot easier to do certain in-world missions that you can do, because there are certain ones where you have to fight against mercenaries after a certain point, and those mercenaries fucking destroy your armor. They need to be nerfed in that way, because they are pretty much hit scanning you. Their aim needs to be decreased by a lot. That's actually a downside, but I mean, overall, if you like DMZ and Outbreak, it's something that is going to be for you. If you're wanting round-based, don't expect it, because Infinity Ward has final say in what goes into the game, because, well, it is a Modern Warfare title, and this is reported by Bloomberg. I'm not going to take the time to fucking post this up there. Check Charlie Intel on Twitter. He'll have all that stuff posted. It took them, whenever Sledgehammer would ask for feedback on certain things, they would take a while to get feedback, and it took Sledgehammer 16 months to make the game. So I'm not expecting any kind of round-based mode in the game. I'm kind of expecting missions because Treyarch is reportedly they were ahead of schedule making round-based for the next COD title, which is coming out next year. So I'm expecting that to be a lot better. This mode is very hit or miss. Realistically, like a lot of people, I'm giving this a 6 out of 10 because it has a lot of potential to be fun, even more fun. One of the downsides I can say is that whenever you exfil with a tier 2 pack-a-punch weapon and it has it's legendary quality, like when I got, probably at this point, if I'm smart enough when I edit this, like when I got the rocket, not the rocket launcher, motherfucker, the grenade launcher. I got it legendary out of the box, and I decided to tier 2 pack-a-punch that. I wish that, because like in DMZ, if you exfil with a weapon successfully, you get that as a contraband item, and you have a maximum of 20 that you can use. That weapon is currently in my contraband items. I wish that, like, when I exfilled, it stayed pack-a-punched, or at least it stayed legendary, because it was so much fun using that. I almost max leveled it, because its max level is like level 6. And who gives a fuck? It's fun. That's a major downside. Another downside is that the time limit, an hour is not enough to do what you want to do. I've only gone, the first time I went into the tier 3 zone was my first game on, and stupidly I joined a squad that was underprepared, and I kind of fucked them over a little bit. I'm not going to show gameplay back because I just don't care. But going to tier 3 zone is not very much achievable if you are really early into the game where you only have like 1 or 2 schematics. I do have a raw Ethereum schematic, but I'd rather get the refined Ethereum schematic. Going in there's no point in going after the Mega Behemoth because you don't get really good drops. You don't get a wonder weapon. You get the 500 essence canisters as a drop, as some drops, and like a Juggernaut can, and that's it. That's not really worth it. The time limit should be increased to at least 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes, maybe 3 hours to really, like, you really want to do everything. I haven't really gotten through the story missions yet, like to where I have to exfil to it or infill to a different location, and then I get extra time. I haven't done that yet, so I don't have an opinion on that. From what I've seen from bigger YouTubers that have actually done it, it looks like a lot of fun. It's cool that you can like over-prepare for that kind of stuff, but it's also a waste of time, really. If that's the only other way you're gonna get extra time, is to have to complete the story mode, well, the story missions and stuff. That's, to me, a waste of time. Playing with other people is fun. I've dealt with lag, like latency and lag issues when I'm around other people and I'm killing zombies. I've lagged to high heaven, and it's fucking annoying. One time when loading in, I think during this whole no commentary stream that I'm always going to do those on Twitch, I was loading in and then my game crashed. I've dealt with that. I mean, there really should be a better system of pack-a-punching, because like tier 1 and tier 2, you should be able to double pap in tier 1, because a lot of people are spending most of their time in the tier 1 zone. You should be able to do tier 1 and tier 2 pack-a-punching, and then in the tier 2 zone, you should be able to do tier 2 and tier 3 pack-a-punching, because you're not going to spend a lot of time in the tier 3 zone. You're going to spend most of your time in tier 1 and tier 2 zones. So it would make sense to either add double tap back, bring back double tap 2.0, because that'd be a lot of fun. Either bring that back, bring back, what the fuck, bring back, what the fuck was it? What's God damn it, I can't remember. But bring back the thing from Cold War that gives you, lets you use your reserve ammo and do like 3 times more damage. Give us that back. What the fuck is that? Oh, Ring of Fire. Give us back Ring of Fire. Or do both. Give us Ring of Fire and bring back Ring of Fire and give us double tap. Because then we'll have a better chance of actually like really making it into the 3rd tier zone. Because there's no point. Or increase the rewards for hunting down the Mega Behemoth. Like it's a downside. You should also be able to play solo without the Aether Storm coming in. If you really want to be able to do everything, you really should be able to play solo, because if you're not going to be able to play solo, a lot of those that are really into the community, I guess I consider myself into the community, not as hardcore, but if you're a hardcore zombies player and you want to try out this game mode and you liked Outbreak, but you don't have the infinite time that you have like an Outbreak, it's going to deter you away from it, because an hour really isn't enough to get to tier 3 pack-a-punching. If you want to get 2 weapons and tier 3 pap them, you're not going to have enough time. I mean, the final exfil was fun, but also not that difficult. Really, when the final exfil comes in, there should be tier 2 zombies spawning in, because they have a lot of health and they have a lot of armor. That's another downside to it. The atmosphere is fun, but at the same time, I fucking hate the mercenaries. I don't see a point to them. Like, it's cool because they have a purpose story-wise, but outside of that, there's no point to them really being there. And like, a lot of the DMZ stuff is fun. Your acquisitions, the stuff that you exfil with, like the Aether tools, the ammo mods that you don't use, the perk cans that you don't use, that should really be increased, because it's limited to 10. That should be increased to like 100, because I'm bringing in a bunch of shit like that I'm gonna save for later. Like perk cans, I'm always getting duplicate perk cans of like Death Perception, Stamina, Speed Cola, that kind of stuff. I'm getting duplicates of that, and I want to be able to bring all that stuff in to my inventory, my acquisition inventory, but because it's limited to 10, like, I want to stock up on all this shit. I don't want to have to like use it in the game or drop it, because there's no point. I want to be prepared for the next time I infill in, next time I go into another game. It's frustrating to me about that. I mean, you have what you exfil with, and then you have like story mission stuff that you get as rewards. That has an infinite space. Why not give us an infinite space for the exfil stuff? That's kind of fucking annoying. Because if you're not gonna hide Chief or Leo, whichever cat that is that's meowing in the distance. Because if you're not gonna be able to like really stock up on all that stuff and get prepared for if you need to do a story mission, it's fucking pointless. Like, I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get rid of because I don't get the ammo type I need for a specific mission. Another stupid thing is, if you don't have a schematic for like the Wonder Waffle, whatever the fuck I call it, the waffle, the Wonder Waffle, or the ray gun, you can't exfil with it. It just turns into XP. You can't put it in your acquisition, in your like, you can't keep that in your stockpile of contraband weapons, which I think is kind of fucking dumb. But at the same time, it makes sense, because if you already have the schematic for it, it's fine. Because, I mean, you can just kind of like stockpile all that stuff anyways, I guess. I haven't seen anybody do that yet. But like, you should really be able to exfil with wonder weapons and not have them just turn into fucking XP. They should be in your contraband weapon stuff. I mean, that's pretty much it for how I feel. I guess ending this off, I'll just kind of show the last couple minutes, or last like 15 or so minutes of what I did during the gameplay. The more successful full-on 1 hour time I spent playing. And then I hope you guys enjoy that. Anyways, I hope you guys are okay with me kind of just giving my perspective on this whole thing. Anyways, bye.
This is so very unfortunate. I expected better from your team, Mr. Revanov.
Sorry we couldn't deliver, buddy. Clear up.
Just keep it on your terms, bro.
Please hurry, my friend. The storm is unnatural. It is not waiting on anyone.
Not a good day to be a mercenary, is it? Strike team. Dobbs is seeing hostile armor near your location.
Listen up. That camp is heavily guarded.
Taking fire!
They've posted snipers.
Netcom, extract helo is inbound to the last pickup spot. This is the final train. Do not miss it.
That's a terminus camp. My bet is they're sitting pretty on a cache of equipment, too.
They got themselves a bunch of snipers. Kill them before they do the same to you.
Switching mags!
Never met a storm I couldn't outfly. At least, not yet. See you soon, strike team. Extract helo, 15 seconds to LZ.
Reloading.
Setting down. Do me a match for the favor and don't be under the chopper as I do.
Check your fire!
Oh Lord, strike team. Lay down some cover fire.
Reloading. Don't shoot me, you bastard! I'm reloading.
Don't like the look of that lightning. Almost out of time here.
I'm reloading!
Reloading. Check your bloody fire! Drop your gun. On your six.
Extract helo is back up in airport. See everybody when we're home.
Damn fancy piece of flying there, Captain. Nice work.